Yes, we can start.
Okay. All right. Welcome. Good morning. I welcome all of you to this wonderful webinar that we're going to have in collaboration with Soonchunhyang University in Korea. So we're hosting this webinar especially for all our students who aspire to go to Korea and do their further courses. They have so many questions on admission processes and scholarships and how to get there and what it is like to live as a student in Korea. So we are privileged to have representatives from the Soonchunhyang University to be here with us today. So I would like to introduce to you Mr. Jason Lim, Ms. Su Zhong. Mr. Jason Lim is the Global Education and Exchange Support Team. He's the manager of the team. And Ms. Su Zhong Lee is the Study Abroad Coordinator. We also have Mr. John Kim, who's also the Study Abroad Coordinator, and he's going to talk about the university to us. And we also have Ms. Shanti Prince, who has been living in Korea for more than 22 years now. And she'll tell us how it is to be an Indian and life as an Indian in Korea. So she will tell us how things are there and what one needs to know. So I welcome you all and thank you very much for taking out time for this webinar today. I'd like to tell you that Soonchunhyang University is a very well-reputed university in Korea, and it is located in a place called Asan, which is very close to Seoul. They have a range of courses, and they're especially known for their medical studies courses. Uh, I would now like to take you further and introduce you to the Oriental Dialogue. I am Aditi Kotekar, and we teach Korean at the Oriental Dialogue. It's been 10 years since we are into the sector of teaching languages, and it's been more than 3 years since we're teaching Korean. So it has been our practice to go beyond the textbooks and teach people about the cultural aspects behind the language and the kind of life people live in Korea and how it is, so that it is easier for them to seek employment and other academic opportunities. Today, just one of the opportunities that we have is this webinar, and we're so happy and so excited to have this webinar. Before we go ahead, I would like to tell you all that we have a chat box on which you can put all your questions during the webinar, and we'll be answering all of these questions at the end. So when you look at the chat box, there'll be the Oriental Dialogue written there. Kindly type in your questions to the Oriental Dialogue so that we're able to see and ask questions on your behalf. So then, more than that, I would like to also tell you about the courses that we have for Korean at the Oriental Dialogue. Our courses are, you know, broken down into parts, into fragments, so that it is easier for the Indian students to learn the language. And like I told you, they're all interactive. We bring in a lot of cooking sessions, a lot of K-pop and K-dramas and all of such things into the class. The teachers are native Indian teachers. That's because we have discovered that it takes an Indian native teacher to help you start the language learning process with a lot of confidence and takes away all the intimidation that you have towards learning a new language. So in the start, they're also able to relate to the Indian languages to the Korean language, and they help you understand what the similarities are in terms of pronunciations and the words that we share and the culture that we share, of course. We go beyond reading, writing, and speaking. Of course, we do that, but we also teach practical skills like typing in Korean because it can be a difficult thing for a foreigner to learn. And this is something that helps people when they travel to Korea or even speak with people who are in Korea. So Today I would not take much of your time. I'm going to introduce to you Mr. John Kim, who will be talking about the university and its offerings to the students. Mr. John, to you.
Thank you. Can you guys see the presentation slides?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is John, and I'll be introducing Soonchunhyang University to you today. And before I start, I'd like to thank you for inviting us to this live webinar, and I hope all of you get useful information today. Okay, so. Okay, so these are the contents I'll be introducing today. And I'm going to talk about Soonchunhyang University and where is Soonchunhyang University and department and majors at Soonchunhyang University and admission and how we overcome the COVID-19 and what's after, what we have, what the graduates will have after the graduation, and we'll have some Q&A session. And okay. Okay. Okay, so let me talk about the history of the Soonchunhyang University. So first, we started from the hospital in Seoul back in 1974, and the Soonchunhyang Medical College was established in 1978, and finally became a university in 1990. So it's been almost 30 years since we became a university. And the university hospital is the biggest hospital in Korea. And whenever we need to have like a big surgery, or if it's like an important issue, then we visit university hospital. And we have 4 university hospitals nationwide, which is really good advantage. And if you're a student at Soonchunhyang University, you can get some discount whenever you visit the hospital. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the numbers of the Soonchunhyang University. So we have 8 colleges and 53 departments, and we have 13,000 enrollment students. Those are 12,000 undergrad students and 1,000 graduate students. And we have 800 international students representing 27 countries. And every semester we have about 200 international exchanges students. So pretty much, even if you don't go overseas and Soonchunhyang University campus, you can get an opportunity to meet everyone from overseas, all over the world. And this is the campus map of the Soonchunhyang University. So as you can see from the map, we have a lot of dormitories here. This is the dormitory, first dormitory, second, third, fourth, and there's another one. So we have a lot of dormitories compared to other universities. And I do have some video that I'd like to share. And here you go. Okay. Okay, so back to the PowerPoint slides. So that was the view of the our university, and we have many dorms, and it's really beautiful, especially in the spring. And we have a spring blossom festival in the spring, and I really hope maybe one day you guys can visit our campus and enjoy this beautiful scene. And okay, so these are one of the newest classroom that we have. It's like VR, like using the VR, the virtual, the goggles, and they have this engineering students having taking class by wearing this goggles and special equipment. And as you can see, the students are like joining the class with the Zoom. And this is the group meeting, the students. There's like, I think this is a library, and students have like a group meeting at this kind of opened area. And they're not wearing masks, but it's the facility on campus are all closed. Most of the facility that, where many people gathers around, they're closed, but I hope when we're all vaccinated and these kind of facilities will open again. Okay, so now you might be wondering where Soonchunhyang University is located at. So we're located at the city of Asan. Asan is 100 kilometers away from the capital city, Seoul. And even if we are 100 kilometers away, we can take the public transportation, and we could get to the Seoul in 36 minutes by taking the KTX, which is the fastest train in Korea. And the important thing is Asan is becoming very important city for big companies such as Samsung and Hyundai, where their factories and offices are located. And Asan is also well known for hot spa, and many people visit to enjoy hot spa in Asan. Okay. These are the departments and majors that we have on campus. We have Global Business School, College of Natural Sciences, College of Engineering, College of Medical Science, and College of Hyangsol Nanum, and SCH Media Labs. This is the newest department that we had, and College of Humanities and Social Sciences. And you might be wondering about the admission at the Soonchunhyang University. So if you go to the Soonchunhyang University website, there should be an undergraduate admission. And if you click on the link, and you can check the admission guideline on the website, and you can check the admission guideline and submit the application. And we're check your application, and after the document screening, we'll ask you to join the interview. And then after the interview, we will ask you to submit the additional required documents. And then after all that, we'll announce the successful applicant and the paid tuition. And then now you're part of the Soonchunhyang University. Some of the people think studying abroad is really expensive, and it could be really expensive. That is true, but compared to those English-speaking countries like England and US or Canada or Japan, Korea has lower tuition fees, living costs, and also well-prepared scholarship programs for international students. And we have three kinds of scholarship opportunities in Korea. So the first one is government scholarship, and second, foundations and companies scholarship, and university scholarships. And I'm going to talk about the university scholarship, government scholarship first. So the government scholarship is really a good opportunity, and the good thing is that once you get accepted, you can get the scholarship benefits for 4 years, as long as you meet the requirements of the government scholarship. And this is really it could be really competitive, but if you study Korean and if you are interested in, and you can check the requirements and information, and then you can apply. And I've seen some students got this scholarship, and they graduated from our university without paying any tuition and other cost fees. And now this is our university scholarships that we have at Soonchunhyang University. So when you enter, when you first come to Soonchunhyang University for the first time, and if you have the TOPIK levels, TOPIK certificate, you can get like additional settlement support, which is like this amount of scholarship. So if you have a higher level of the certificate, you can get more scholarship. And this is different depending on the country, but some students will get 100%, up to 100%, and some students will get the partial fee waiver, and the full dormitory fee waivers is available for students who is admitting for the first time. And after the first semester, we give the scholarship based on their academic excellence. So we have 4.5 grading scale. And if you have above 4.0, you get 100% full tuition fee waiver plus 100% full dormitory fee waiver, which means you don't have to pay anything to school. You just have to pay for your food and other stuff. Okay. And since year 2020, we've had this COVID-19, and it was really challenging time for everyone because we couldn't have time to meet everyone in person. So students had like a limited experience of campus life, and then our university came up with this idea. It's called the Metaverse SCH orientation, and let me show you this the video here. Okay. We couldn't meet. Everyone was gathering around through the smartphone application, and they're all new. They don't really know this. Professors make their own characters and join online. Just like the computer game.
새롭게 시도되는 순천향대학교의 메타버스 입학식 바로 가보실까요?
살아가는 2021년
President.
신입생 여러분, 순천향대학교 21학번 새내기 총장 김승호입니다. Good to great. 좋은 대학에서 위대한 대학으로 도약하려는 우리 순천향대학교에 입학한 신입생 여러분과 학부모님들께 순천향 가족을 대표해 환영의 인사를 드립니다.
선서 나는 순천향대학교에 입학하여 훌륭한 지성인으로 성장할 것을 2,527명의 신입생을 대표하여 선서합니다.
Okay, So back to the slides. So after the big orientation, students were grouped into a small group depending on their major. So they get to meet each their major friends, and even if they didn't visit on campus, they can share their contacts and they can become friends. So I think it was a really good start, and it was the first time having a metaverse orientation in Korea. So I think we did really great job, and we had really good feedbacks from students. And some, since the COVID-19, we were just trying to make everyone safe, because students, it would be really disaster if a student can get infected in classroom, right? So we tried to make everyone safe when they take classes. So we came up with this idea. We had this one big classroom, and let's say if there's like 3 students taking one class, and 1 student will be joining class and taking class in person, and then 2 students will take class from their home, and we call it hybrid lecture. So, and then they take turns. So we have 15 weeks of class in total. So the first student will take 5 weeks class, and then after the 5 weeks, these students will take online course from the week 6 to week 16, and then they take turns. So we minimize students to meet each other in person, and we make it really safe. So as a result, we did really great job, and we didn't really have confirmed cases on campus so far. So, okay, so you might be wondering what the Soonchunhyang graduates will do after the graduation. Well, there are many companies in Korea, and Soonchunhyang graduates are everywhere in Korea. Some of the graduates enter the existing companies, and some of the graduates start their own business. And we have the Career Center on campus, and they support students to find a job after graduation. And I think that's all I have for today. Do you have any questions? Or do you want me to answer the questions later after Q&A session?
Yes, Mr. John. So it'll be better that we answer the questions at the last. I'm sure the students will have a lot of questions for you, because the presentation was amazing, and all of the things that the university has done for the COVID situation is just mind-blowing. So I would now like to invite Mrs. Shanti Prince to speak. I would like to introduce her first. So like I said earlier, so she's been in Korea for the last 22 years, living as an Indian, and she is the official representative of Soonchunhyang University for Indian students. She has businesses, in fact, one of a very well-known restaurant named Chakra that she's running in Seoul, plus an Indian and international supermarket, and also a company called GBS Global, through which she does all the consulting and passport and visa services, apostille and attestation services, real estate services for foreigners. So all in all, like a great person to guide us today on how life is in Korea as an Indian and as an Indian student, how it is going to be. Welcome, Ms. Shanti. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm so excited, to be participating in this webinar, and I hope the information that I'm giving you will help you. Like I'm going to talk about general life in Korea, and life of the international students in Korea, and also about the student various options for the accommodation for the students, and getting around in Korea, and how to what is the what are the communications options, like phones and internet, how do you how can you sign up, and also about the basic monthly expenses. It's an approximate idea that I thought I'll share it with you. and also what are the popular Korean apps that is being used by the foreigners here, and also more information about the health insurance, and also the how to get the food, because earlier it used to be like a very difficult in Korea, like about 15 years ago, but now the food is very international here. You get so I'm going to talk about that, and yeah, and all the what are the supermarkets available, and what are the things that you can shop around and hang around, so this is what I'm going to talk about. So let's first talk about the introduction to everyday life in Korea. So Korea is generally a safe, very safe society. See, I have two daughters, both of them are 20 plus. So I'm very sorry to say, even when my kids are in India, I cannot, I don't feel safe, to send them after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock alone. So I have to send them, somebody they have to accompany. But in Korea, even if they come back home after going around with friends, and even if they come late midnight, I just don't care, because it's such a safe place for the girls. Actually, the parents, I have told many parents, it's such a safe society, and they can come on their own in subway or buses, or in a private taxi, so you don't have to worry about at all. So so this is such a safe country, and also you cannot find any corruption in the government offices. So when you go and get your jobs done in the government office, like immigration, or even for your registering as a foreigner, even in any government office, everything is straightforward, and it's very simple and easy. And most Korean people are very friendly. When they they come forward to help you, if you are stuck somewhere, or they even if they don't know the language, with the body language, they help you all. I have so much experience, and so this is the people are very warm and friendly towards foreigners. And also it's several times, in subway, and I think 2 or 3 times I lost my purse. But with a lot of money in my purse, but second day or third day, it comes back to my house. Somebody will come and drop it, or so I have not, I have not experienced any. One time I lost my purse in the subway, and 1 week later it came, because my card, my registration card was in my purse. So they somehow find my house and drop it. So this kind of thing, I have experienced, and I feel very safe, living here for the past 22 years. And also talking about the season, Korea has such a beautiful 4 seasons, proper 4 seasons, like spring, summer, and autumn and winter. And each season has its own beauty in Korea. And summer, it might go up to 34 degrees, and during winter, with a nominal snowfall, it will drop to -15. So this is about the climate in Korea. And Korea for international students, in the last 10 years, Korea has become one of the popular destinations for international students, actually. With its economic and political upheaval, modernized Korea is famous for its good quality of education and high standard of healthcare. Korea actually, I have seen, they take the education very seriously. The teachers and the universities, so education is the most important for the Korean society. So the international students who are a serious learners, and who wants to build their career in a proper way, I think Korea is the best place to study. And also the healthcare in Korea is super good actually. With the insurance, and it's where they make the people, the insurance facility is very, very easy. Like you just have to carry your alien registration card. You don't have to every time go and claim your insurance, unlike in India. Like it's automatic. You just have to take it to the hospital, and your consultation and your the medical, the medicines, everything is covered on the spot. So you just they make it very hassle free with the healthcare. So they have a superb healthcare. And studying in Korea will open up a wide range of employment opportunities for you, because Korean companies are everywhere in the world. So there is not even if it is such a small country, not even if you see in India, not even one household without a Korean product, at least a small cell phone, or like a refrigerator. And so that's how the Koreans have penetrated all around the world. So Korean companies are all around the world. So students who are graduated in Korea, so they can get employment opportunities everywhere. So that's the like advantage of studying in Korea. And also students accommodation. So as I said earlier, the Korea is a very safe country, and also you get a beautiful accommodation. And Korea is such a patterned, like a very systematic country. And like finding your home or finding your so most of the universities you can just live in the dormitories. And so the dormitories, the many the dormitories are also like like you can have like a single person, or you can actually share your room with like one more person. So you will have dormitories. And so the dormitories, the price of the dormitories will range from somewhere around from $2,200 to $500, depending on the how how, what is the kind of dormitory you are choosing. And also you will have a boarding house. The boarding house is similar to the PG in India. So this accommodation facility is available, and that will cost around $300 to $400 per month for you. And also in Korea, a very popular thing for the students is called on-room housing, which is similar to studio apartments in India. So where you can cook, if you want to cook and eat, and if you want to have like apartment living experience, so you can choose the studio apartment, so which will be like a $400 to $500 a month. So these are some of the accommodation opportunity, available opportunity, facilities available in Korea for the students. And next, getting around in Korea. Wow, getting around in Korea, it's like this transportation is I would say it's the best in Korea, because I have traveled to many other countries, like even the country like USA. Like whenever I go to US, like I have to depend on somebody to drive me to some places, or so that used to be very stressful. But in Korea, the transportation is the best actually, I would say. See, there are a lot of options for the getting around is very easy in Korea. Even if you know only little Korean, like the government has made the transportation facilities in such a nice way. Actually, there are like inner city the buses, and so you will be given a map, and the buses are very prompt. If you are in a bus stop, and if you it will say the bus will arrive at 12:22. It's not even 12:20 or 12:20. It's so that moment the bus, I have seen the bus arrives in that station. So you don't have to and the buses are all in the summer it will be air conditioned, and in winter it will be you can see it's a proper heating facility will be there. And the another good thing in getting around in Korea, like in some of the cities, like major cities like Seoul, Busan, Daegu, and Daejeon, they have subways. And subway, you just have to have the subway map on your app. That's it. You if you want to go anywhere, it will take you. Like it's a very easy and bit nice. Like a subway rides are also very nice. And the other one is like the taxi. Taxi is kind of little expensive. The basic fare is like about $3, like a 3,800 Korean won. So, but if you want to go to a nearest place within a kilometer, so you can use actually taxis. And the trains, especially the KTX is the fastest. If you want to from Seoul to Busan, even it takes you like how Mr. John said, even if it is 100 kilometers, you can just get there in 30 minutes. So that's that fast, is the KTX train, and there is a Sema and so a lot of train facilities are available. And you don't have to have your cash all the time when you are getting around in Korea. All you have to do is just buy a transportation card, so which can be used everywhere. So transportation is very easy. And as a student, maybe you will have to spend approximately $40 per month on transportation. And the next thing, like the phones and communications. So the mobile phones are very nominally charged here. The mobile phones, like you all you have to do is like when you arrive in Korea, like you can just get a temporary SIM card with your passport. But once you get your registration done, so you can actually buy your phone with a plan. Like when you just have to go to there are like SK Telecom and KT. These are the two service providers in Korea. So you just have to take your registration card and you go there, and they give you a phone with a plan. So you just have to pay. You can pay month on month. So the communication, and also like the internet facility. If you are living on campus, you don't have to worry about getting a Wi-Fi separate way, because it will be Wi-Fi will be everywhere. But if you are living in a PG or one room tel, like a studio apartment, then you have to buy your internet connection, which is also in one day they will come and connect your internet services. And so those will be like like your phone will be like $30 a month, and your internet will be another $30 a month. So these are the phones and communication thing. And SIM cards also, like but when you are bringing your own phone from India, like iPhone, so you can also buy a SIM card and you can start using it. So it's all very easy. So and the next thing is the basic monthly expenses. So for the accommodation, depending on the type of accommodation, like you will be spending about $200 to $500, and meals on campus will be about $300. And for if you want to buy your grocery and cook on your own, then it will be like $300 to $400. And the most of the medical insurance, the university will cover, in your tuition. So that will be approximately like $20. And the internet connection, as I said before, it's only like $30. And the transportation will be, so you can see, transportation will be approximately 40. So Mr. John also mentioned that, when you have you can actually budget. So these are the basic expenses, like but if you are the average, you have to spend around 900 each month. But if you want to go to another places for sightseeing, or then you have to spend a little more. And also I want to talk about the food in Korea. Food, actually, when you see, like when I came in 1999, the food was the biggest problem in Korea. Like everybody, who used to ask us, like, how are you managing your food? But now Korea is the best. In Korea, you get the best international food. The Starbucks, I think, has the more number of branches in Korea than US. So there are like all the international chains are here, and you get the variety, like not only Indian food has become very, very popular in the last 15 years from in Korea. And there are a lot of Indian restaurants. I think at least more than 50 restaurants in the Seoul itself. And you can find Indian restaurant in all major, even near Soonchunhyang, there are about 2-3 Indian restaurants, and there are like you previously, you cannot find Korean people, they don't know what is a vegetarian food and a vegan food, but now even in Korean food, they have brought in the vegetarian options now. So the vegetarians, they don't have to worry about coming to Korea. Like you get plenty of vegetarian food, not only Indian, but in also in Korean food and in other and the Mediterranean food, and all the foods are like available here. And a meal at a restaurant, at a decent restaurant, you will have to spend around $20 because sometimes you will be bored, like eating a meal on campus, or like sometimes you feel like going out and eat at a nice restaurant. So that time, like in Indian international and Indian restaurant, the meal per person will be $20, and meal at a per person, and meal at a decent Korean restaurant will be like a $12 per person, because the Indian and the international food is little pricey here. For example, like we sell our dosas for $9 actually. So that's how, because the ingredients are imported, and so international food is little pricey here. But you don't have to worry about like food at all here. So that's about food in Korea. And also apps. Okay, so this is the and Korea has made beautiful apps for see, this Kakao Talk is like just like our WhatsApp, just like every people, like not only India, not only Koreans, even the foreigners, they have installed Kakao Talk. So with Kakao Talk, you can do your messaging and your even your Kakao maps. Like you can, so the Kakao Talk is very, very common app here. And also the search engine, because you don't Google and Naver are the two search engines people use here. And for shopping, you can the shopping app is Coupang, and also there are like a Naver shopping. There are a lot of shopping options are available, but the popular one for foreigners is Coupang. And also the payment, like because in same like in India, Google Pay and Paytm, there is a payment option here called Samsung Pay. And also map, you just have to install Naver Map or Kakao Map. These maps are available in English, so you getting around in Korea is very easy when you have installed this map. You just this map shows you like how do you commute by taxi, or if you want to commute by your personal car, or if you want to go by bus, so it directs you very, very beautifully. And also same like Swiggy and Zomato in India. So the food ordering apps are like Vedali Minjuk, it's called Payment, and Yogio and Coupang Eats. So these are, and all the Indian and international food and the Korean food, like you can order through these apps. So so it's very super easy, like the food ordering and going around and your so everything. So it's life in Korea is actually very, very easy, actually, I would say. And also more information I would like to give you about the health insurance. As I told you before, the health insurance is super best in Korea. So all you have to pay, because most of the students, the health insurance will be covered in your tuition itself. And it depending on your like the study, or because even for us like a business people, like when we have like this is how the health insurance works in Korea, like because we are family of 4, so only the family, the head of the family pays his insurance based on his income level, but all of us are covered in that. So you don't have to, like even for the major hospitalization, or even you're going to be hospitalized, or if you're just going for, I don't think even India covers health insurance for the hospital consultation. But here, even the hospital consultation, even in the Oriental clinics, or like in this, from the small clinic to a bigger hospital, you can just, all you have to take is just your health insurance card, and they just if you get like about 60%, so it depends on which hospital or which doctor you're. So you have to pay only deducting that insurance amount only, the rest only you have to pay. Even when you go to the pharmacy, like and also another thing I want to tell you is you cannot. There are like you can buy like a counter medicines like Tylenol, or like for this, but unlike in India, your prescription, when a doctor prescribes a medicine for you, you can only use that prescription for 1 week, and you have to take to the pharmacy, and it is only valid for 1 week. So each time, and they will give you medications only like from 15 days to 2 months, depending on your health condition. So and even if you are taking the prescription to the pharmacy, you just have to like show your the registration card, and your medicines are like they just deduct your deduct the insurance amount, and you only have to pay. And I think 80 to 90% the medicines are covered. And opening a bank account, with there are like these are the popular banks in Korea, like a Uri Bank, Kukin Bank, and Korea Exchange Bank. Korea Exchange Bank is the Standard Chartered Bank. They have they Korea Exchange Bank took over Standard Chartered Bank, and Shinhan Bank and Korea First Bank. So these are all the banks in Korea, like Korea. So these and once you have the registration card, and even you can open a bank account very, very easily. And the moment you open your bank account, they give you the debit card to you, and you can also have access to online banking, and it's the same like India. And also in international, you can, if you are bringing international card from your parents, you can use your international cards also in most of the places. And this is the very important thing, the alien registration. See, foreigners who are living more than 90 days here, they have to register themselves. And so if you are a student, you will be allotted like a D4 visa. And see, this is the card, like they call it like alien registration card, just like Aadhaar card in our India. So the alien registration card is a very, very must for everything. If you're going to a hospital, or if you're going to rent a house, or if you're going to, like so everything, and you have to carry this registration card all the time with you. And the registration card also, they can, like they have made it very easy. The first, the 6 numbers, or that actually indicates your birth year and your month, and like a date of birth. And the second thing is their code. So with this alien registration card is very, very important for even for buying a mobile phone. So for everything they will ask for this alien registration card. So so you have to carry like all the time you have to have this registration card with you. And working on a when you are a student, and when you get a D4 visa, after 6 months after getting your visa, you are eligible to work part-time. like up to 20 hours during your college days. And during vacation and holidays, there are no restrictions. During vacation, you can work anytime. And there are like a lot of part-time jobs are available these days for the students. Like you can, like work in the cafes and the restaurant, and some lot of consulting companies are also hiring foreigner students now. So you can get your internship, or you can get your part-time job very easily as a student here. And the next thing is the sightseeing and entertainment. Korea is the beautiful country, and as I said, there are like a proper 4 seasons. Like you can so when you want to when you are in other cities, when you want to come to Seoul, it's very easy, and we already talked about the transportation facility. And so some of the popular sightseeing in Seoul is like a Seoul Tower and Lotte World, and like some Buddhist temples you can visit, and there is Seoul Forest and Hanok Village. So there are a lot of sightseeing places even in outside of the Seoul, like Soraksan and Nami Island. There are like a lot of vacation places, and even if you go to those vacation places, you can rent not necessarily a hotel. If you're going as a group, like about 6 or 8 people, you can just rent a house. It's called pension. So you can actually rent, and you can have a beautiful vacation time, near the mountain or near the sea, so there are a lot of vacation spots in Korea. And also shopping. Shopping is also like it's very the shopping experience in Korea is a very nice here actually. So you can get a street like a shopping in Namdaemun and Dongdaemun, and the clothes are just super cheap here, unless you go for like a branded ones. So it will be a very, very good quality, and your accessories and your bag. There's a lot of shopping places are available, and it's very exciting thing. And there is a place called Myeongdong in Seoul. So it's a very, very popular destination for shopping. Actually, that Myeongdong is it's full of like a makeup and beauty products, and also there is a street food which is also very popular in Korea. And also supermarkets are you can find supermarkets everywhere, like a small supermarket like a 7-Eleven, or a private people supermarket. But if you want to stock your groceries, if you want to go to a bigger supermarket, there are like a E-Mart and Home Plus, Costco and King's Club. So these are the major supermarket chains. And there are Indian groceries are also available these days. There are a lot of we own Indian grocery store, and not only that, there are a lot of Indian grocery stores all over Korea, and they also they also deliver this like big basket. So they also deliver Indian groceries. So you get everything here. Like you don't miss anything, when you come to Korea. So that's about some more information about the supermarkets and things, and so if you have any questions, you can ask me at the end. Thank you very much, and hope this information was useful to you.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Shanti. It was quite an extensive spread out of information, and I'm sure the students have a lot of questions now. I won't make them wait anymore. Ava, can you please ask the questions on the student?
Hi. Yes, so we do have a lot of questions that have come in already. So a student wants to know, does the Soonchunhyang scholarship cover only the tuition cost, or does it also include their living expenses?
Scholarship, I think pretty much all of the universities in Korea, scholarship is only for their tuition fee. Plus, some of them housing. So for us, of course, Soonchunhyang University wants to use a scholarship program to attract talented like students and the students with like a good desire, study hard, right? That's why for the first semester, when they enter the university, we look at their language skill, especially Korean proficiency. So as they have like a higher level of Korean language proficiency, we can give them like more scholarship. And from the second semester to the graduation is depending on their GPA from previous semester. So as John mentioned, if they got higher than 4.0, which is about like higher than like 80%, then they can be given a full scholarship for tuition fee and housing as well.
All right, thank you so much. Another question is, so in India, we have a 10-point GPA system. So could you speak a little bit about the Korean GPA system, which is, I think, 4.5?
Yeah. In Korea, we have a credit system, exactly same as a US university credit system. You can say like it's 100% the same. So our scale is from 0 to 4.5. So 4.2 to 100%. And usually students take about like 21 credits per semester. And in Korea, one semester is lasting 15 weeks. So you can do your math, like one credit is a 1 hour per semester, total 15 hours per semester. No, sorry, 1 hour per week, total 15 hours per semester. That's one credit. So usually students take about like 21 credits. That's normal. And obviously it's totally depending on how you can manage. Because if you enter as like freshman, you will be given 8 semesters. And obviously you have to meet the graduation kind of like standard, which is like 130 credits. So it's up to you. How many credits would you like to take each semester?
Another question that we have is, do I need to know Korean to apply to a university in Korea?
Yes. Language is really important. I love to talk about language, right? For the admission only, obviously, Korean university, we are speaking Korean. So you can say all of the courses are taught in Korean language. It's not only for our university, but also pretty much all of the universities. But some of the universities have certain departments taught in English. So if you want to enter the certain department taught in Korean language, then you have to meet Korean language proficiency, right? Which is well known for like TOPIK, the test of Korean language proficiency. That's a topic the same as like a TOEFL and IELTS. And in case of Soonchunhyang University, we have a Department of International Studies. Everything is taught in English. If you want to enter that department, then you have to have IELTS like score, which is like higher than 5.5. And other than this department, you needed to have TOPIK level 3 or higher. And yeah, it's about the academic purpose, right? But I want you to put in this situation. If you are degree-seeking students, you will be staying in Korea more than about like 4 years, right? It's not like staying. You will be living in Korea for years. And I want you to be happy. How you can be happy with like a Korean, speaking Korean language. So don't focus on how you study, which language are you going to use for study purpose. You have to also think about outside of the classroom. Socializing with a Korean, experiencing more, you needed to have at least basic language skills, right? So that's why if you are admitted to English program like international studies, you will take some of the Korean language courses for your first or second semesters. Yes.
Okay. All right. Another question is about career opportunities for biomedical engineers in Korea. Is that a field that is in demand in Korea?
Yes. The people in Korea, they pay more attention to their health condition, right? So we have 4 general hospitals, but not only doctor and nurses are working for the hospital. We have so many, like skillful staffs and administrators working for the hospital, right? That's why we have the School of Medical Sciences, and in that school, we have many of the related, many of the majors related to the medical sciences, and it's a huge need. We have like big needs for those like skillful steps. That's why it's really competitive among like Korean people, but also it's open to the international students as well.
Okay, all right. And does SEH have any options for psychology courses?
Psychology. Unfortunately, we don't have that one. Yeah, we don't have that one. It's quite difficult. I mean, psychology, studying about the psychology in your own language, also challenging. But I think I can imagine it would be like more difficult to understand in-depth like study about the psychology in second language. But and also Korean people, we are really practical. We are, how can I say, many of the like young people, they are studying, they are entering the university for study because they believe studying in the university would give them a guarantee to get a better job. Not many students are focusing on study itself only. So if I look at all the universities in Korea, only few universities have like the department of like psychology, I think.
I think maybe about 20 years ago, we did have a lot of universities which have psychology program, but as Jae-san mentioned, it's becoming less popular among students. That's why it's a little bit hard to find that program in the university in Korea.
Okay, all right. Another question is about what are the opportunities for a post-graduation in dentistry?
Post-graduation, that's really a challenge because for the undergraduate courses, we have a set process, admission process, right? But like for the graduate program, we see like graduate students, they are the researchers. And each of their professors have their specific field of their professionalism, right? Mm-hmm. So when we have the students, not only like foreign students, but also like Korean students, when they want to study master program, they needed to contact the right professor, specifically the same major as they are interested in. They contact the professor, they have to explain themselves to the professor so that in the laboratory or in their research, they have to persuade the professor, I'm the one who can do it together with you. So contact the right professor first and get a permission from that one, the professor, then they can be admitted. So it's completely different from the undergraduate courses.
Right. So the master's programs in Korea are more research based and less taught in classrooms.
Yes, yes. It's more research based.
All right. Okay. This is a question I think Shanti can answer. Someone has asked, did you find Koreans friendly when you moved there? And will I be able to make friends quickly?
Oh, yeah. Koreans are very, very friendly. Yeah, you can make a lot of Korean friends. Yeah. So that's why, like you just have to learn the basic Korean language. And I have seen when the foreigner speaks the Korean language, the Korean people, they get very, very excited and they're very happy, so yeah, you can make make a lot of Korean friends. Actually, my daughter, because she was, my second daughter was born here, and she's now 20 years. She has, she thinks, she's a Korean in her mind. She only has like a Korean friends, she just hangs around with Korea. So making friends here is very, very easy. And yeah, socializing is a very important thing in Korea. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like as a native like a Korean, of course, no matter where you go, there's always good people and bad people, right? But in Korea, generally, we are really hospitable,
Yeah.
especially for the guest. So as Santi like explained, in the public area, if you are looking like you are in need for something, then I think Korean people would like approach you. Even though we are really bad at like speaking English.
That's really good to hear. There is another question about master's programs again. They want to know whether there are any scholarship opportunities if you want to pursue a master's program in Korea.
Yes, it's various, right? So each of the Korean university has like different scholarship program for the master program. So I can only speak about the scholarship program in our university for master programs. There are two things. One is research-based scholarship. It's quite difficult to be accepted, but again, once you have the contact with the like professor and professor likes you, then you can be admitted as a research student. Then it's a 100% full scholarship for 4 semesters, like whole study period, full scholarship. But for the graduation, you needed to write the 2 papers and should be printed and what is that called? Like certain level of like research paper?
SCI level.
Yeah, SCI like level, 2 papers for the graduation. So they are only studying and researching together with their professor. And the other one is a more general like scholarship program. For the 40 students, 40% of the tuition will be provided as a scholarship every semester.
Okay.
If I'm asked why we are now looking at the GPA is for the master, it's a master program. Everybody's like studying hard. Everybody's studying hard. It's almost impossible to see a students with the lower than like 4.0 or something for master program. That's why we are not looking at the GPA, but we are giving them 40% of tuition every semester. Yes.
Okay. Another question is about SCH specifically. The student wants to know what is the admission process and what are the average fees per semester?
For undergraduate program?
Yes, for an undergraduate program.
Yes. Again, you have to decide which language field would you like to apply, right? Like if you want to apply for the like majors like taught in Korean language, then you need to be ready with the topic level 3, right? If you are not ready, then you can enter the Korean language school. It's like it's pretty much the same thing like a ESL program in English-speaking countries, right? If they study like a foreign language first, once they reach like certain level, they can enter the university. So be ready with the Korean language proficiency, and also like submit all the papers such as the graduation certificate from the high school, apostille, like those kind of things, and application papers and your like CC, those kind of things. Then our international office will take care of the admission whole process. And it's just the same process for the English, taught in English like department. Only one thing different is you should be ready with the English proficiency, like a TOEFL, IELTS, those kind of things.
Right. Okay, so I think most of our students would want to apply for a program that is taught in English. So if they apply for a program like that, will they be able to learn Korean at the university itself?
Can you say that again, the last question?
Yeah, will the students, if they are applying for an English taught program at the university, will you offer Korean learning courses for the students?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, already I think like already I like mentioned like about this, right? If you are admitted to international studies, which is like all the courses will be like taught in English. Good thing about this department is you will be studying with the foreign students coming from English-speaking countries, like such as the like U.S., Canada, European countries. You will be studying with them, so that's a really good thing. But we want our students happy. I'm working in the international office and I want to be happy. If I look at the students like crying out all the time, then I'm not happy, right? That's why it's really important for the students to have basic Korean language skills. So the like basic courses will be provided for the first and second semesters. And at the same time, non-academic courses will be provided as well. It's totally like up to them. It's not like a mandatory or anything like that. But there will be lots of like tutoring programs. So if they want to study Korean language, then they are in Korea. Not difficult.
And we also, provide a lot of, the free, special lectures to the undergraduate students. So if they want to, even if they entered into our university, via, English TOEFL program, if they want to, study, Korean language, for 4 years, they can, take the, free topic, special lectures throughout the semester. And if they, receive, the official TOEFL certificate, then our university is providing, certain, amount of scholarship, for those students. And imagine yourself that you entered, our university and you are living in Korea for 4 years. And if you have, the TOEFL certificate level 4 or higher, then you will have, the more chances to enter, the very popular, the company. So I think it's a good strategy. Even if you are, studying in English TOEFL program, I think it's strongly recommended to study Korean really hard. That will give more opportunity.
Okay, all right, that was helpful. Thank you. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
Yes. So I've had students who entered Soonchunhyang University as an English taught major. And when they first entered Korea, I was able to speak to them only in English. But it's been almost 2 years. Now I communicate in Korean. Very fluent in Korean after taking all the Korean courses. So now they can speak their own language, English and Korean. So I think it's a really great opportunity to learn English and Korean.
Yes, I agree. All right. There are a few questions about the tourism management course that I think you had mentioned. So can students find the information about all the courses and the details on the university website itself?
Yes, we do have a website and we have like full information about it. So And
So you mean the student want to know about the curriculum of the tourist management department?
So
Okay.
will they be able to find the curriculum online?
So actually we are providing all the university department's curriculum through a website, but
Right.
mostly they are written in Korean. Our whole university they are all written in Korean. So
because like all the courses in that department, tourism like management, everything will be taught in Korean language. That's why all the information is provided in Korean language. But we have like some information like in English for the international students.
Okay. All right. So maybe could you just quickly tell us what are the courses that you offer which are taught in English?
Yes. International like studies is about the like business, right? So we will be students can take their business like statistics, international relations, economics, and like marketing principle, marketing, accounting, like microeconomics, like those kind of things. It's most likely the like business department.
Okay. All right. And students want to know that if after they finish a degree in a Korean university, can they immediately apply for a job in Korea as well?
Of course, like they can apply for the like a job, but in the past, before the graduation, they needed to change the visa status, like from students to whatever they want to be, right? But at this moment, they can change the visa from students to kind of
job-seeking visa.
Job-seeking visa for a year. That means they can stay in Korea maximum 1 year after the graduation. So during 1 year, they can try applying for like finding a job or finding something else to do after the graduation. Yes.
Okay. And do they need to leave the country and re-enter it to change their visa status, or can they continue staying in Korea?
They don't need to. They can continually stay in Korea.
Okay. All right. Are there any opportunities?
Also, I want to mention.
Yeah.
There are
Sure,
also,
Shanti. Yeah.
There are also like for the students, for the people who have studied in Korea, the Korean government, if they have like a special skill sets, and they are offered permanent residency also here. And also Korean government is coming out with a lot of these, after they finish their international studies and business in Soonchunhyang, they can also do a startup company here. So there are a lot of incentive program and for startup companies. So the Korean government is coming forward to help these students if they have. So there are a lot of startups now have. I know like a lot of students, they came here as startants. They are now working as professors in many colleges, and also they are doing business, with their permanent residency by, starting up. And for starting up, they give a lot of even a free place, for their office and all that. So there are a lot of things going on here, actually.
Okay, all right. Someone has asked about the work culture in Korea. Could you maybe say a little bit about that?
What work culture?
Work culture, yes.
Work culture. So, how can I say? We are really. How can I say? Work culture.
Koreans are.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I understood it, right away as like students I asked or not. But in my understanding, in the past, working hard no matter what is what our parents have in the past. These days, the Koreans are working to live better life. That's a little different, right? Live to work, work to live. So young generation, they want to find a job which they can enjoy or which they can make enough money to enjoy their life. So it's being changed dramatically.
And I want to add that Korea is one of the fast changing the society, and I think these days when students graduate from the university, they want to look for a job. In the past, they wanted to look for a job which they give the high salary, but nowadays they consider work and life balance is really important. So and we do have some kind of abbreviative word for that word, work and life balance. This is really important, becoming more important than before.
All right. So I think we have time for one last question and then we can stop. So someone wants to know where, like if you're applying to the United States, you have to give the SAT, which is an entrance exam. So is there any requirement like that for Korean universities?
No, we don't have like specific like tests. Only like students needed to be ready with the like language proficiency and the necessary like documents of their last education kind of things.
But we are doing the interview with the student to check if students are ready with the language and attitude and eagerness. We are checking the these assets via interview.
Right. All right. Okay, so I think that is our time for today. We do have a lot of questions that have come in, which we have not been able to take at this point. So all of you whose questions have not been answered, if you could just email them to us, we will send them across to the university and get them answered for you. And
send your questions on to Aditi at the Orient.
I'm just putting the email ID in the chat box for everyone.
You can also look for more at the Soonchunhyang University website. It is. Can you please post that also?
I have posted the university website and the email ID for the Oriental Dialogue in the chat box for everyone. So
and also like for the more information, like many of the international students. They posted like video clips about our university, like a casual video clips about our university on YouTube. So you can like put the Soonchunhyang University in English on YouTube. You can find many of the video clips which are not screened by our university, casual and practical information, which will be really helpful for the students interested in.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you for all of you for coming here, taking out time, and it's really been a great session, and I'm sure a lot of people have found answers to all their questions. We look forward to our association with you and the students. All right, thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye.
Thank you for the opportunity. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Shanti. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.